Hello everyone, it's Elaine. Thank you for joining me today on my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a super cute card using some Crafting Desert Divas products. I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started. So to start off with, I'm using my Bear Hug stamp set. I am taking a piece of Strathmore Bristol smooth cardstock and placing that into my Misti tool. And for today's video I am using this cute bear in a cave. It's adorable, and I'm treating that piece of cardstock with my anti-static powder tool and then taking my VersaFine Onyx Black ink and inking that up a couple of times to get a nice good dark impression. It's quite a large stamp, so sometimes needs a couple of impressions. Taking my clear embossing powder and coating all of that image and heating that with my heat tool until it is nice and glossy. I'm just going to trim that out roughly because that will help me with my placement on my card. I haven't fussy cut it yet, but I will do. And then I've taken a piece of plain heavy white cardstock and I've cut that to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I'm taking my Dusty Concord Distress ink. And now I'm just going to be blending out in circular motions, starting with a deeper colour in the centre and sort of moving my ink blending tool outwards and using a lighter hand the further towards the edge that I get. A lot of this will be covered up, so I'm not too worried about whether it's patchy. The more ink I add, the less patchy it will look. But I'm trying to blow out that colour so that it looks nice and soft. And once I'm happy with that, I'm then taking my Hill Scene 2 stencil from Crafting Desert Divas, just securing that down to my craft mat, and I'm going to add in some snowbanks. Using the same Distress ink colour, Dusty Concord, I'm just lightly sweeping my blending tool along that stencil. And I'm going to create some nice snowdrifts for my scene. So this bit probably did take the longest to create. When I'm using my stencil for the snowdrifts, I do tend to tap off a lot of my ink on a scrap piece of paper. I want my snowdrifts to look nice and soft and evenly blended. I did get a little bit of ink that I didn't want. I do manage to cover that up later on. And I'm just gradually moving my stencil down towards the bottom and just repeating that process over and over. Then I'm creating another snowdrift. I often use the edge or the corner or the rim of my blending tool for snowdrifts. I find I have better control, and I'm just using that image regularly, bringing it back to help me work out my placement. So I carried on doing that. I did that another few times. I just repeated the process until I was happy. And now I've taken one of the dies out of the Snowflake Border die set, and here you can see it creates some nice stars, snowflakes and little round snowdrops, and some also nice stitched embossed lines. It's a really pretty die. So you can see I'm using my Spellbinder's pokey tool here just to poke out the snowflakes there. And then I'm going to go in again and place that on my cardstock and run that through my Big Shot machine. Again, a lot of these will be covered up by my image, but I wanted this in the background. And you can keep those little snowflakes to embellish cards at a later date. I always keep everything. So before I started hearing everything, I wanted to pop on my sentiment. So I took a sentiment from the new Winter Trolls stamp set. I'm treating that with my embossing tool or anti-static powder tool, and then inking that sentiment up with my Versamark ink. I'm taking some silver embossing powder. And again, heat setting that with my heat tool. And I've adhered some adhesive all over the back of that panel because I am now ready to start securing things down. I think that looks super cute. So just moving on to the colouring of my image now. I have fussy cut that out in more detail off camera. And I'm going in with my Zig Cling Colour Wheel Brush markers to colour this image in. This colour is blue grey. I really love this colour for the cave and the boulders that I've coloured here. I'll list all of the colours I've used in the description box below. And I'm using my water brush just to pour that colour out. So just some really simple and quite quick colouring. This didn't take me too long, although I have really sped it up for the purpose of the video. I'm using some deep red for his hat. And a very pale lilac. Just colouring in my bear now with some browns. A nice purple for his jumper. And then a little bit of light grey for the definition on his pillows. So that's the finished image. And now I'm just popping some foam tape onto the back of the image. And then just taking off those release papers, bringing back my card and securing that down. Pressing it down firmly once I'm happy. And that is my card for today finished. Thank you for joining me today on this card process video. All the products I've used in today's video will be listed down in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love for you to subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.